Dear friends and citizens of the United States, citizens of the world, my name is Shah Pirali. I'm the managing attorney of Shah Pirali Law Group. Our law group has dealt with immigration law for years now. I'm here today to talk to you about a bill that was passed in Arizona, the SB 1070. That bill is really hurting many people in all communities, especially people in the immigrant communities. The reason I'm here today is that not to talk about the constitutionality of this bill, because according to many professors of law and even from our analysis, this bill should be found unconstitutional. But I'm here today to talk to you about something more worrisome about the bill itself that can hurt anybody, and I mean anybody, even if you're a US citizen. First of all, that bill will make it a crime for someone to be in Arizona and not carry any kind of legal presence papers with them. That means even you're a US citizen and you're running through Arizona, I don't mean you are in Arizona, just running through Arizona or even in Arizona, you will have to bring a copy of your passport or your birth certificate or any kind of proof that proves that you are legally present in the United States. And as you know, many of us don't carry those kind of things, and it has been, during the years, it has been something that non-US citizens or even immigrants here has never been told to carry, and nowhere in any states has this law been passed that can make people carry their legal presence. The problem is that if you don't, it is a misdemeanor to do that, and you can be fined up to $2,500 of fines. But that's the least of the worries. The biggest worry is that, let's say you are born in the United States and you don't have a copy of your birth certificate or any proof to prove that you are a US citizen at that time when you are being arrested. You might end up in jail until you can prove that. And we have seen it in few cases, and I've read some news on those where people are getting arrested in this way. For example, let's say Mr. Singh is a truck driver. He's driving to Arizona. Mr. Singh is born here in the United States, and he never carried any copy of his legal presence with him. He doesn't have even a copy of his birth certificate. He can be placed in detention until he proves that he's a US citizen or he is legally present in the United States. This law is more scary on the fact that if you carry anybody who is undocumented, that means don't have any legal presence papers, you can be punished for it. And I mean punished heavily. For example, a wife that is carrying her husband who doesn't have any legal papers at that point. The wife is a US citizen, but unfortunately because of the laws, they cannot get a green card for that person, or as a matter of fact, any kind of legal presence. That wife can be prosecuted in a court of law regarding carrying her husband. This is what gets it more and more scary, because it has been accepted in a country like ours that we are all free, and the 14th Amendment guarantees a lot of immunities to a US citizen, and no state shall make any laws to abridge those immunities or privileges. And in this case clearly shows that Arizona Bill 1070 is abridging on any kind of rights that a US citizen has. And now let's talk also about people who are here on a green card. That might be another problem. If they carry their green card with them, which most people are supposed to do, that should be fine, hopefully. The biggest problem is that there are a lot of people, as I said. One of the other problem is how the local law enforcement are going to enforce those laws. First of all, they're not trained to do that. Two, they will use what we call reasonable suspicion. Reasonable suspicion is a very low threshold. And according to me, reasonable suspicion will be applied probably on the color of your skin, because that's the first thing that immigrants have to distinguish themselves. It will be your accent. And the third will be your jobs, what kind of job you're doing. Because we know many immigrants do certain kind of jobs, even if now it has been the fact that immigrants are in all parts of society, there are still some jobs that many immigrants do. So if someone is just going to to be harassed or be questioned because that person has an accent, this is total injustice. We cannot sit and let this happen. The law has already passed. The only way this law is going to go down is we fight it in a court of law. At this point, I'm calling up lawyers to help. We need to help to get this law declared unconstitutional. The reason we need to do that because if this goes through, other states can follow, and that will be a nightmare for many people out there. And I mean nightmare for not only non-citizens, it will be a nightmare for citizens. Our has joined hands with some organizations, and we are starting a campaign to fight against this law. And I will ask you to join us. Give us a call on 510-742-5887, 510-742-5887. We're going to put a petition, online petition soon on our website, which is perallylaw.com, PEERALLY law, LAW.com. Please join us, help us fight this bill. It is wrong, and we are in America, which is a great country. We need to fight those laws, and we have the Constitution on our side. Thank you very much.